Hello folks, and welcome to a different version of 809 than I had originally envisioned. Yeah, my trip to Texas last week was fantastic, but somehow on my return trip travels I contracted some kind of a virus or whatnot. So I've been in bed all week and kind of just a miserable person to be around. So I thought rather than share that with you, I would share something of use, that being just kind of the not the wrap up, but the last content related session that we have for the course. And I have emailed you out an overview, and I'm putting together this introductory video. I'm just going to talk a bit about the major project. I'm going to do an overview of the ethics, which is a PowerPoint that I've provided you with, and then a bit about report writing, and then some of the opportunities for you to go further in this field if you so choose to do. And I'm recording this on my Mac in my kitchen, so you'll hear my wife making lunch in the background, and maybe my kids will run in and join us at some point in time as well. So the major project, what you have done so far in the class is really put together the small steps that go towards writing a major program evaluation plan. So you actually haven't conducted it yet, but you're gathering all those necessary skills and materials that would allow you to present a plan to an individual or organization and say, okay, I've looked at what you have to offer, and this is what I would like to do as far as providing you with an evaluation. And so I have placed a number of resources in Blackboard, and I'll just pop that up over me right now. So if you go into PowerPoints and Files under Module 4 Resources, there are a couple of examples of completed program evaluation plans. One of those being number 2 here that I just have ready. And if I scroll down, you'll notice that it looks a lot like your third assignment, which was the overview or the preparation of the plan, but it is considerably fleshed out. Now, I don't want you to be too scared by this, because this is a little bit, I would say this is on high end of my expectation, but Tracy Walker, who works for the Canadian Light Source, put this together as an evaluation plan, which she did indeed conduct for them. And you'll notice that she has highlighted and included most of the elements that are in the framework, but expanded upon them, added things such as logistics and timelines, limitations. The instrumentation, which is what you completed in assignment 5, will be added to that as well. So that includes the examples of the surveys that you've put together, and you would include that as, hey, this is what I would intend to do if I were serving your clients or your stakeholders. If I scroll through it, you can see lots of good background information. This should be this document, which is the final project in the class, should allow you to have a client understand exactly what you want to do. So you would present this with them with the hopes that they would engage you in completing this final evaluation or completing this project evaluation for their organization. And if I go to the evaluation rubric for this particular assignment, which is also located in Blackboard, you'll notice that I have talked a bit about, how do you make the jump to this final project, and scroll down and talk, essential component is preparing the sound evaluation plan. So that's really what this is. Description of the program. So don't be thin on adding to it. I mean, if you have started with assignment 3 and it's 7 pages long, and then you hand in a final project in this class that's 8 pages long, I don't think that you've really addressed the needs of your client and done a thorough job of fleshing that out. You'll also notice as I get towards the bottom, you may not include every component, or you may have a particular different style or approach to it. That's fine, but it should be written in a way that people can understand, read it, and interpret it, because your client will share this with other people. Maybe they've got a board of directors or other stakeholders, so keep that in mind. And then this is how I'm evaluating it. So I'm going to take a look at a lot of those points that, again, have been familiar to you, but make sure that you are including and addressing each and every one of these, even the budget. And there are, I'll put together a bit of budget-related material later on in another video, and to show you some of the examples that I provided you to understand budgeting. So you may not know specifics, but what you'll need to do is come up with a rate and use that rate to determine how many hours you think it's going to take to put together this particular evaluation plan and make it available to your client. As with most other assignments, if you want to send me a rough draft of it, I will certainly take a look at it. Due to the sensitive nature of some of the organizations that you're working with, I understand that not all of these will end up on your course blogs, and that's fine. So emailing the final project to me is certainly acceptable and probably what most people will end up doing, and that's really been what most people have done with this particular assignment in the past. So don't worry that that you're not sharing that. You'll get feedback from me. If you want to share it with others, then by all means please do so, but I do understand the issues around confidentiality or some of the other organizational related information that maybe you've gathered up that you don't necessarily need to share or want to share with other organizations. After you have submitted this, I will give you some feedback on it. If you are enrolling in 810, and I see that there are a number of you who are, then as soon as you hear back from me, you can start the process of putting your evaluation in place. If you're not doing 810, then that's fine. But if you are in a panic to get things going, I know some people have tight timelines with the end of the school year, let me know and I will try to get you feedback as soon as I can. Now that being said, normally we would have an ongoing discussion about the previous assignment, assignment 5, and because we're not meeting face-to-face, I've generated groups in Blackboard. So if I bring Blackboard up again, you'll notice under the side here where it says My Groups, you will find yourself assigned to one of the discussion groups. So I don't think you're going to see all 5 of these because I'm in all 5 of them, and that's why they're there. But if you have not found yourself, take a look again, and the expectation that I have of you is to post a reflective post, a paragraph or more, on what the experience of creating and modifying your survey was like, and then everyone in the group will do that. The group sizes are about, I think they're limited to either 4 or 5, and so once everyone is posted, I would like you to be able to write a comment, at least one comment on each of the other people's postings in the group. So it's certainly not arduous, but it is an opportunity to do some expanding on what you did in the project. And because I just had you, the requirement for that assignment 5 was just to post that assignment, the original one and the revised one. Some of you did have some reflection there, but I'm distracted. My wife is frying things very loudly on the stove, and I'm giving her an evil eye. That I want you to have some back and forth on that particular assignment and things that you found tricky or valuable, and then share it with others. That's the wrap-up of the introductory video. I'll bring my scary mug back onto the screen. I've also, or will be completing videos on the other aspects of the course that we hope to address today. The plan for the March 31st meeting is it's to be a wrap-up day, so I would like everyone to do a short synopsis of the evaluation plan that they've put together, the organization they've chosen, some of the other factors that have come into play, and I'm hoping that people have 5 or 6 minutes to do a presentation. So if you're at a distance, I would hope you'd have some kind of a microphone or some other kind of way of informing us. Face-to-face folks, you'll be given the floor when we meet on the 31st. All right. I hope that I'm in much better spirits when I see you next time, and look forward to hearing from you during that before we next see each other. Bye.